needs to be
We'll see.
convincing to show
Both
the
teams could be
world,
getting it.
hey,
Okay,
this is where
Liquid on
we
defense,
are.
KCorp on attack, and Liquid decides to go aggro.
Fast opening.
Yeah, super aggressive
Yeah,
right off the
and they
rip.
neally got
Keep
another
already
here if they
fighting
can,
Tomasi, and
if
Liquid
they'd
happy
actually
to
just sense it.
pressure on this one. It might force KC's hand. I'm curious if they're going to continue along this, if they're going to double down on this.
Where the hell is that bird gone?
Trying to peel away, and Liquid are hunting.
They tank their own need to do this
Bird's,
as well.
Bird's
They
gone
get
to go
through
flash
that,
over
but the
towards
spike's gonna
A.
get planted 4 versus 5 here for the post-plant situation.
Okay, the person who is giant in this one is Magnum.
Positioning.
He's in a really good pose. Wait,
Down by Magnum.
what was the
This is gonna
timing on
be
that?
Key and crucial to secure
Adam,
this
thank you so
round.
much for the Prime, man.
Let's get the
Appreciate you.
timing right, though. Again, the rest are being held off by CT. Time is being purchased, but it's all on Magnum's timing here. The rest of the team not quite feeling the pressure.
Insane timing.
Timing on this.
The fight spawn's going to happen as well at the same time.
This is perfect. He's played it well. He's been disciplined. Martin's got two. Magnum knows there's got to be a second. He saw the sky earlier. He knows where Yampy is. Yampy just has to fight forward. He's the last one alive. A 1v3.
Hey,
Oh,
shout
he
out to
couldn't
Magnum
quite
on
snap
this
back to
one.
it.
Magnum
KC
did
with the first.
unbelievable.
Beautiful
Also, like the
conversion there by
I did
KCorp.
smoke spawn go aggro. I thought that was really
Understanding
cool.
exactly what was going on, how they took elbow control as soon as they realized, hey, Team Liquid has
Not
control
out,
of
Weber.
hookah.
Not out.
Okay, we get sight, we take elbow, and we just disrupt.
I'll let you
that
know.
retake.
Do you know, I've actually got a
When
camera
look
that
at
I
the
could show
maps
if
that
it
are picked
happens,
here,
Weber.
Bind
Stay
and
tuned.
Sunset.
Yep.
It feels like KCorp has just the better map pool overall, and that is going to be something that Liquid's going to struggle with, because Liquid, you know, their best maps are Lotus, Icebox, but those are really good maps for KCorp as well. So what do? They pivot, they pick Sunset, but KCorp is really good at that map too.
Yeah,
Really?
it's tough when they have quite a robust map pool, isn't it? If you
First
get
round,
pushed
yeah.
away from maybe some of your more comfort picks, you're going to be struggling. But what do we then make as we are in a tech pause? Of course. Naturally. What do we make of the compositions here? Because I kind of wanted to come to you with this question anyway, because it certainly caught the desk off guard a little bit, seeing something, you know, it was seeing some curious picks coming out, even the Astra coming back into place, seeing the
Astra is definitely weird.
Some very
Never
unique
really
looks.
see an Astra on
Where
this
do you
map.
sit on this? What's caught your eye when it comes to the comps?
I mean, Team Liquid's doing nothing too crazy. They just replaced the Omen with an Astra, and I think there's a lot of value with that, with recalling the stars to help with your defaults, being able to use the gravity well as well.
Is he gonna
to
flame
take
the solo
fast
Yori?
control to assist with fights, and obviously with those post plants as well.
Yep.
Obviously, starting defender side, they're not going to see that as much. I do like Harbor in general. I think if you're able to mix him into compositions, he could be really strong because he's versatile. You don't have to just lay down your wall at the start of the round, and
White bar.
you're kind of
See if this changes it.
stuck with
go.
that wall placement. So
How
I
long
do
that lasts
like
for?
that, but losing that pressure from that Viper, constantly cycling the wall or the orb up and down, creating that pressure, being able to take that space, using that Molotov for the post plants, for example. I think there is some give and take.
Remember when
And it's
Astra's a
just
must
interesting
pick
to
3
see
years
how
ago?
they'll do it.
I mean,
They
yeah,
have that
but
double dart,
five
and they
five
have that
stars,
Yoru, so I
no delay on the
expect
suck.
that it's something to do
Dom
with
was
the rest
better.
of the composition there.
Smokes
Why
were
they pivoted away from
longer,
that
maybe?
Viper.
No, I want to see
Astra
in
was
action.
crazy back then.
Again, for KCorp to make adjustments like this, it's normally well thought through. I think everyone behind the scenes will always give a lot of credit to Eng because of historically what he's done, but also with this KC roster and those early looks coming out for them, it was wonderful. So there's nothing going to be, you know, lacking consideration. He's going to have worked out what he wants to achieve with this, and the team's clearly happy enough to run it. So we have to wait and see how it actually looks in practice. Have been told hopefully this will be resolved
Yeah,
shortly.
that's
So
true. You
thank
got
for
your
your
stars back
patience.
real fast
And
with
on
the
other
fake
side for Liquid, I think
fake
it is
smoke.
one of those where, you know, being a Liquid fan is always the brutality of the highs and lows of it. You see that potential in moments, and then it's taken away, and it's hard to kind of compensate through that. If you're looking at this team overall, while we take a second here, when you're looking at Liquid, who has had, you look individually at who they've got in this roster, there's some big talent, big names. We haven't seen them quite find their footing here. Is it, you know, down to the fundamentals? Is it down to the compositions? Is it down to the map pool? Is it down to the players individually, the coaching? What's kind of coming to your mind of, if you were going to go through a checklist of, okay, things to identify and try and polish out during a regular season, what's towards the top end of the list there? Because clearly they won't be happy with
Did
some of
Koi
their
look
results.
against
They haven't
Na'Vi?
hit
Are they
what they'd
back?
like to be.
I
So
mean,
where
they're
would you
back.
go
I
when
wouldn't
you're
hold
discussing
out
Liquid?
hope
I
for them
think
to
they're
make
suffering a
playoffs,
similar
but
fate as Na'Vi in the
they're
sense that
I
it comes
mean, they're probably
down
more
to
than
a
back. It's the best they've ever
fundamental
looked.
and discipline issue
Okay.
more than anything else. When we've seen them having
better
team play,
if
they
we
can
don't
be
talk
really
about
good.
Na'Vi,
We can
I
see
think.
where their skill
kinda-
ceiling is. We can see the individual talent from the players.
Kind of been
but
owning
where they
Na'Vi a
fall
lot of
short
today.
is
We should probably
mistiming
let 'em-
things,
let
where
'em
the
chill
work
for a
goes
bit.
too fast, or the rest of the pack goes too slow, and there's a mismatch of something going on there. We even saw it kind of on the pistol round here, where they're pushing out. They get that man advantage. They get
Is Na'Vi not one of
opening,
maps in Stoombros left? That is true.
Into the retake, that's when things
as
kind of
well.
fall apart. They get
I
disrupted.
want to correct that.
Finding a way to be
Just because I think it matters.
having more teamwork and relying on fundamentals more.
Dude, I tell you what, if you did
if you
like awards for like what are awards called where you like award someone like the worst decisions of the year?
You know, obviously we have just seen the Nats has taken over that
Like
role.
the awards for like some of the worst moves of this year could be there's a lot of them. There's a lot of
right now we can see symptoms of like an issue, but we don't know exactly what the issue is. So you could say
There's
okay,
a lot
new
of that
IGL,
stuff.
new coach, boom, problem solved. But realistically, it comes down to the individual players. You can lead a horse
no
to
more
water,
awards.
right?
Melon awards. Oh, dude, Sideshow should definitely do the Melon awards.
It doesn't matter
Surely
how
Platchat
good
should be
your
doing that.
ideas are.
Perfect. Little food for thought there as we get back underway. Thank you for bearing with us during that. So we wait.
Yeah,
and see.
worst
First round was
management
Carmichael's.
decision.
It was a very interesting
That's
round,
up there.
and Liquid went
It's at
very
least on.
aggressive.
It's at least on the
So
card.
we might be seeing more of that. Magnum
Okay, well that is
could
4
be on the
people that
chopping
that
block.
spots.
Man's got a whole lot of players coming his way. That's a whole lot of pistols you just heard.
Hold
Oh
up,
my
that's a
God, she's
rifle
gone
down.
They're just brawling. They've cut off Magnum. What do they want to do with this now? They've got the spike down here. This forces Tomasi to invest on his utility. This is all just a bit of a weird stalemate. He wants the spike. He's got it. A little bit of spray. He backs off. Okay, so they've divided
And they push all the way through. Did they? They didn't retrieve the gun though, did they?
Yeah, it seems like Liquid didn't even know where
spike?
KC was heading because that spike ran straight at them.
Oh my gosh, and it's going to carry on here. There's no rest for the Wicked. Oh my god, Mystics found Magnum. There's still danger here. Yampi, anything to be done?
Oh my god. No way. That flash is insane.
Of course.
All 3 of them ate it. It's a 1v3 from him with a classic. Oh boy, the 5-person push. Through hookah, yeah, they look defeated after that.
That was super
They buy 4
KC.
rifles into this as well.
Everything there.
I bought an extra rifle into it to make sure they don't get eco'd, and they got
He's
eco'd.
playing his life, but what happens right after that? Shin runs at Liquid with that spike, and everyone, they're just chasing eco kills. And what happens? They get punished for it. Liquid just swinging the circle.
Min Q with the prime. Thank you so much, man.
Unreal stuff.
Appreciate
Well, that's
that.
a mood
Okay,
swing, isn't
giant,
it?
cool,
Liquid are
man.
gonna
What
be
is that?
crying. Even Bacon looked happy back there. So now we're
Okay,
gonna be
they only
onto
picked
a
up
bit
1
of a
gun
weird
though,
round.
because obviously 1
KC,
person alive, but still
Martin taking
insane
a
rounds.
big
Now
shot
they
early
have a
on.
chance
He wants to play with the
to
rifles here.
get some money.
Great similar situation.
Get some money,
light
get some
armor,
ults.
Vandal's still there, but
Okay, so there are 2 people that didn't buy.
walking on eggshells.
Okay, so they went for the
It's, what
normal.
are these absolute nutters up to now? You know, are they walking down? So where are they up to? This feels like, I don't know, like a weight's been lifted off of Liquid. They're playing very reactive, very aggressive, and now it maybe simmers down a little bit here. Could be Kiko to get the attention again. The 2
Man, that's
danger
one
men
of
in
the
this one.
smallest
The rifle
dots
now
I've
being
seen.
shuffled out will be Shin and
How many
Narrate.
people have their dot crosshair just slightly bigger than this? This is tiny.
Take flight.
Again, a little bit of a split. Nothing too audacious about it. 3-2 split here. Kiko's got to be careful. Okay. Well, that'll do.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he's just
they tanked a
drifting
lot of
out.
damage from Nuts'
Trades
smoke there.
Wait and see if there's any further threat to this, because the 2 rifles are still with Shin. One of them now.
Yeah, shit.
It's not clean
Honestly,
from Liquid, but there's a bit of danger to
This
this.
is definitely
30 seconds,
doable for
Shin and
KCorp.
Magnum. Rifle filtered back into the hands there, so Magnum's gonna
he's
pick
playing
it
on
up.
stretch, so it's a lot
3
bigger.
seconds for
Oh,
quick
okay.
smoke.
That makes
He
way
might
more
smoke,
sense.
Fake the plant and TP back, depending on
Wait.
what's happening.
Ignore that.
What?
Ignore it. We're ignoring that. And
What?
well, Carmine Core are going to ignore the end of that round too. Just
Okay,
fizzled out
Nuts
in the end.
getting
Liquid
both, and we're all
keeping a
good.
firm grip on this one. Don't say it.
Not saying anything, just
Saying
thinking
nothing.
it. Thinking
Yeah,
it.
there you go. And that's
Not
fine.
saying it.
That's look at you making improvements. I'm so proud of you. But again, a little bit of an attempt there, just kind of with the leftover money from the previous purchase, considering how wrong it went. They did a bit of damage. But I'm kind of looking at how this then leaves Liquid going forward with their financial situation, because it was a costly round. So maybe a little bit of something lacking here and there. But I haven't
Right,
seen
first
it
buy,
out.
and somehow
The light armor from
Narrate is the
Carmine
first
Core
one to
back
get his
Rifles up
ult,
for
because
Carmine Core,
all
so
of
we might see
the
a little
kills
bit
from
of a
Liquid
quicker
in these
opening
rounds
here
were pretty
as
evenly
they
stacked.
Split up and take that
They're
split
going
out
again.
control, but here we go.
But look at it, Liquid is just going aggressive.
Yeah,
Liquid
they're
was
so
one man,
aggro
that's
at the
one
moment.
man. That
It's
was
one of the
a
most
3-man
proactive
hit
defenses
squad.
we've seen.
But not
The only round they
over,
didn't
so
go
they're not trying to fight off more
aggro
than
was
they can
when
chew.
they were up
realize
against
what the
the
situation
eco.
is. Hey, we didn't get what we wanted
Makes
right
sense.
there. Let's reset before it gets disastrous.
Okay, so they fall back a little towards site. Carmine Core aren't wasting too much util on re-clearing this. They put Marty into the case. They're still going for this 3-2 split here.
Okay, this is going to be a good
3
test,
players,
because
of
in
course,
my
will be
mind,
waiting. Yampi's now
Yampy,
got
don't
good
do it.
info on that.
In my mind, this
Red's
comp
gonna be
can't get
nailed,
through this
though.
choke point.
All going to come down as well, coming in off towards forward site, waiting for the actual
Pretty much
contact
just
to be
strolled
made.
out of the choke
Tomasi
point.
finds Yampy, but there's the second string of it. Mystic only good for one there and does fall. Kiko still on the side. They've got to know
I think,
he's here.
oh my god, nice
so
shots,
far
bro.
until then, Kiko, keep it control. It's on Shin. Oh,
Dude, he would have
no
had to have
idea it's
ulted above
on
him. Does have
Got the spike,
ult, so
yes.
weird
What
way for
going
Nax to
him
play
here?
this. I
How do
don't know how
you
he's going to play this
35
one.
seconds. He's up
I
against
think
Nats,
Liquid
who
needs
is
to prioritize
ice
back
cold.
of B. This
where
angle
Nats
needs to be
is, present
prioritized
volley
against this
position.
comp. Shout out to Nats being on top of this. Played far back
This
towards
guy,
spawn so he
he's
could
so
fast go
cold
towards
in
the
those
other side if he
situations.
ulted as
That's what
well.
you want from a player like Nats.
Kiko getting 2
Keep
here was
cool, you know
huge.
there was a
I'm
chance
a
Shin could have
little bit
TP'd
worried
there.
with how Liquid
Could have
played
been
this.
loads of options, but
Kiko
no,
kind of bailed them out a
kept
bit.
his composure, very mellowed out here, but still. Again, I've got to say credit to man on the side, Kiko.
Yeah,
held
that
this
was
down very well.
giant.
That was looking like a really good execute from
He
Carmen.
was, dude, where would he have even had to have thrown that ult to kill this guy?
Those opening kills and Team Liquid, you know, they had 3 players on this site. They didn't have the greatest
2 clutches at the
openings,
moment.
but
We'll go
getting those 2
1v3, 1v1
were
for
massive.
Liquid.
That changed the tide. A little bit of an eco.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait.
my, wait,
He
that
got
does
some
so
damage.
Yeah,
much
that did way more damage than I
Oh,
thought.
high penetration.
Bloody hell. A little bit of an opportunity there. Not going to be able to close down on the kill with the stinger. And yeah, Liquid
And they
handed this
put
to
a
him.
harbor ult into an
Not
eco?
falling for it. Confidence aplenty. I feel like Liquid have turned over a new leaf. I don't know what I'm seeing. This looks confident. This has got a plan in mind. They've come in looking better than ever. I'm genuinely quite stun-locked with what we're seeing here, Josh.
I wonder if Casey's a little shook from that second round, and you know.
Yeah,
still
I
reeling
think
from
they
that
should
and
like I would
having
imagine it's a
that mental
timeout.
recovery yet.
That's not a
We've
great
seen
sign.
kind of how they shape up against other teams that are, you know, the higher skilled teams. They're slow to adapt. I wonder if they're slow to rebound mentally from bad mistakes. I know that they have characters, players that can pop off, but I don't know if they're in this
that's
1
full
versus 4
tier
is gonna
with
be
the
able to
tier
do it.
1. Thank
He
you, bro.
would be one of the players on this team
Appreciate
to
you
be
doing
able
that.
to do it.
9 bullets.
I feel like he's done this before.
You got a real min-max on this one. He's lost the angle. Forced
Okay,
away.
can't do it from this
spammed
angle
out.
though.
Bad to worse, really. He's trying to get someone for free here. Diffuse, gonna be, it's not stopping. Yampy sitting there smiling at him. Not gonna even move a muscle. Light work for Liquid.
Wow, and they don't even get to save the gun on top of this.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
so definitely a
slow down. So
timeout.
like we said, I feel like we might even see a timeout going out for
Yeah,
KC,
it's a worrying
so,
sign that
I'm
they're using
surprised
ults
maybe
into this
off that
one.
missed around, maybe a bit
Not like
too early,
they
but there could
were
be
in a
something
great
to be said about the
position.
fact these players
They got up short.
bounding
It
back.
was about
They're
it.
looking a little shaken from this, looking a little frustrated. And Liquid look composed. They look confident. They're taking
That's
some
IGL,
high-risk
yeah.
opportunities,
It's
but
been
they're
one of the most
backing away
proactive
after
defenses
that.
we've seen for a
They're
while.
playing really well, and I know it sounds weird to sound shocked by it, but
At
we've
least
seen
for the
them-
first, what?
I mean, a lot of the issues
First,
have been lacking
second,
in kind of
fourth round.
synergy, timings a little
All
off here
aggro.
and there, not having that kind of singular plan in mind. There's been problems for them.
Another fast opening for KCorp here. Getting that info, not long beat, not hookah. They go
Yeah,
straight
I'm
for that
not
site.
enjoying how
It's
easy
only
it is for
Yumpy
them
there.
to get out of
They
hookah
do
at the
have
moment, but this was
divided
still a
with
nice hit. I
Mystic.
like
They've
this
got
cove
the
that's on the
Viper split with
corner,
Nats as well.
where they
Full
can
kit,
jump out.
Kaboom coming back in
That's
with all
pretty
that
sick.
utility.
I could
Have to
see at
get
one
there
point if
still.
they wanted to,
Opening up
just
from
sitting in
Martin.
that with a judge.
Such a
That's how
late
they take
rotation as well.
every
They were
single time.
thinking, do we
Liquid
want
were
the
down
flank?
to just
It's too
retake
late
this
to
site,
TP
by the way.
now.
This is awkward.
Oh, they're waiting for that wall so they could TP without being heard.
Nice concept. Did Magnum, I don't know if he was just ahead of that or not. I think he might have been aware of the chance, or at least considered it. Very heads up work for him, but it's a 3v4. First time it's been a real advantage for KCorp, and they've got to hold on to this. They can't let this one slip. Shin doing
Yeah,
damage, but
you
it's
would
Mystic answering back
imagine
at
Martin
2v2
wins this.
now. Narrate and Martin probably feeling a little panicked by this, but the perfect
Yeah, okay.
reveal.
I
perfect
get the
information,
idea.
And the post plan gets kept safe. KCorp
Or so they can TP so they don't hit the TP and then
The
they
double dark
wreck them
is
on the
so
retake.
strong
But
against that Astral Wall because
I think as soon as that ult
utility
comes
can
in,
come
they looked at
through
it and they just knew it was a
it's just so hard
possibility.
to react to it. I think one of the things I want to point out, though, is that the fact that, yeah, Team Liquid has done an IGL change, so they're going to have a little bit different of an approach.
It's kind of
We
readable.
haven't
Yeah,
seen
I don't
their
think.
team on this map. We haven't seen them.
I don't think they should ever
We
work
barely
in
saw
tier
them
1, really.
on this map last split as well. So I think part of it is
Maybe in your
Liquid
Premier
gets to
games or
choose
something.
whatever they
It's
wanna
Valleys
do,
with the
and
Prime.
KC,
Thank you for the 11 months.
they're going
Thank
a
you,
little
thank
blind. They
you.
don't know what to expect
In my
from
mind,
it.
Liquid have to make
Yeah,
sure they
I
shut
guess
down
you're
this
absolutely
this
right
hit on
about
B.
that one. Like this
The comp that
adjustment,
shouldn't
see
get
if it's
onto
got
B,
some
that's got onto B
value.
twice. Eco brings out the op, and they have no idea he's on the right.
No idea. You know someone's close as well. Gonna have to get the hell
wait, he
out of
hasn't.
danger, but he's in a little bit of a spot of bother. You can see the utility off the back of, I think that would be Yampy.
They
Yeah.
don't use the
dog
they
towards
don't
Lord,
use the
maybe
wall that
making
goes
sure
through
no
the
one's gonna TP
TP.
behind him, see if he can maybe keep
Ah,
Kiko
what?
safe. But Magnum's committed to this. Oh, the timing! The synergy between the two of them. Enzo trying to play in Kiko on the shot. He didn't get it. A miss. And that's going to sting. Enzo tried his best to help him out there. Give him a favorable fight, but now
don't get tagged from this because they got
couple of options available.
We got 1, 2, 3 people that can't buy. Got 1, 2, 3 people that can't buy. Either team.
They got that pick on A. They realize it's probably
that's a giant pick for them to get. They kind of
mess
this one up.
To be playing there as well.
All 3 Seekers go over towards long. And they shouldn't be able to get through this choke point, but they're going to let them get through this choke point. But I do like this. Information, they double push.
Push through Hookah.
Yeah, and they don't know about the 1. Now they know about the 1.
The way he's moving around doesn't feel like it. It absolutely doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, and he can fade eye for his teammate.
Enzo would still be around, and Nats is not a million miles away. Enzo will go. This is not safe by any means, and Nats.
Oh, the gun.
The gun covered it the whole time. Oh, what? Okay, that was Yampion shot. Yeah, this reaction was nice though. You see the Seekers all going over towards here, all 3 over towards long. And then instead of trying to fight this, they actually just aggro, go push map control. And then as soon as they take the TP, they're already here. They're already so fast on the flank.
How to support each other. Even when Kiko gets that kill
KCorp, 2 people can buy hero guns, that's it.
He waits for his teammate to come through. He waits for Enzo to come and do the Prowler. Then he does the Haunt. He peeks with the Haunt, with the door open.
KCorp overplayed. No, I think the play was fine. I think it's just a double push and short was the one.
Able to play something to help assist getting out. Because Kiko had 2 satchels. Could have just satcheled away. With the proper located smoke.
Dude, KCorp love a harbor at the moment, right? That's what they're running on Haven as well.
But still, I think we've got to kind of call it what it is here. This is worrying.
Really weird to play a harbor in a double initiator meta.
This flustered in a minute, and you could argue that those first couple of the rounds, some of those moments probably sting. But bloody hell, did not expect this one today. Got a couple of rifles here. One with Shin, one with Martine. The rest, classics and bits and bobs, but they're going. And so far, it's working.
Dude, that's so many ults.
Throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to get... Dude, KCorp are not scared about using... Using ult in eco.
Follow up with the ult, and now into a 2v3. Shin, Magnum, and Martine still standing. Plant coming in. Now, rifles have been collected. KCorp back on a good position here with the weaponry. Yampy, no slouch with this gun though. Don't forget it for a second.
Do either of these teams have a chance to play off? Yeah, both do still. KCorp more likely than Liquid.
Again, but a hard situation to break back into.
Resmoke.
Kiko creeping close up. First man couldn't get past him. I think Yampy might just try and drift away, keep that operator in play for the following rounds, but a gear shift then from KCorp.
Yeah, and we've seen them try to do these fast openings a few different times. Got caught out a couple of times by Liquid doing either an aggressive pick or Kiko getting that offline on long B, for example. And when we see this happening, it's just so difficult for KC to deal with because that round where they all hit the teleporter, it was a free B site. I feel like they played themselves in those moments, and I wonder if that is a part of that whole mental block thing that we discussed earlier.
Dude, the harbor cove is really nice. To get them out over towards B, it's a good way of them handling, not being able to get through choke points and being able to this one. Yeah, I mean, if I'm Liquid, they've seen that cove 3 times now, I do just sit in it with a judge though at one point.
This is the second time we've seen a Nightfall exec.
But
No, it's
not going to see it for a while.
Because again, you're seeing something you asked for some of the other teams to show us is, you know, maybe when some of the more on the fast and loose side of things aren't working, you fall back to a set piece. We're seeing that KC do have some, they have some lovely set pieces to bring out here. So can Liquid be even more disruptive? I'm looking at Kiko.
He wanted it.
Yeah. Oh, Shin. Oh dear. Oh dear. A little bit of an exchange.
Cover going now.
But like that's a win though.
Paranoia for a dog. That's no re-clear early in the round. Yeah. The paranoia will assist with the execution, for example.
Yeah, I would lose that. Okay, Enzo's ready to do it already, so I like that. This is what I was talking about. This is what I'll be doing after you've seen it after a while. Just take presence here, just make them scared of doing this. These 2 on site are going to get so wrecked.
But Nats is going to try and isolate any support from showers, so that's going to keep away Magnum. The rest of the players coming up towards short here. Mystic just gets outdone in the end. Nats with a quick TP, only a 1-for-1 trade out.
That's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
KCorp. Blanc going to be coming in.
Spike planted.
Kiko's close, but I mean, it's tricky to find value here. Oh, okay. Maybe not too difficult for him. The rest of the team now coming on over. Retaking with that Judge. Well,
3v3 does hit 2 of them.
That's gonna be 2 players noted.
Yeah, and Judge, good for retaking over towards Lamps.
He's got a chance on it.
He may be messed up a little bit. Holy hell.
I mean, it's heroics. It's a damn nice try.
Yeah, so I think if you're going to be doing what they did here, especially when it hits 2 people, you gotta, with the Judge, make sure that you're taking advantage of the -80. Right, so Fatal comes in, -80, you just gotta send it through. And you're gonna one-shot this guy. He already healed up like a good amount.
No way in hell, and then also showing that Judge in hookah, the instant speed up by KCorp, popping that your ultimate, getting in that site, getting that info. Mystic had an opportunity, kind of whiffed it a bit. I think on that retake as well, the Nightfall, you just got to go straight in there with that Judge. That player got back up to full HP before the Judge took contact inside of that Lamps area.
Now we're gonna see Liquid suffering.
Hey, the rate is they are so on top of the fact they're gonna be pushing here. Oh, nice shots though.
Not again.
The 5-out hookah.
Yeah, they're just getting flashbacks here. So does then KC try and just speed up towards A? They want nothing to do with it. Who knows?
KC didn't know exactly how many players from Team Liquid were there. Was it all 5? Was it only 4 or 3? So they're not just rushing it down. They don't want to get double shortied or something.
Yeah, and it becomes pretty weird when the guns are done.
They do have a dart. But that's pretty much the only info util that they have. They could use the Harbor ultimate and kind of run in skill with that as its lightning is showing and displacing the Liquid players. But do you want to use that in a 3 versus 3 against an eco? KCorp.
The thing that worries me, Josh, is the timing of this. They're going again.
They know where the weapons are down, though, and they expect Team Liquid's going to come and try to retrieve those weapons to play out the round.
They thought earlier that might be the case. Surely not.
Timing's pretty good with it. Timing's unbelievable with it. Yeah, 2 guns now.
Kiko's going to catch him.
Confirmed info.
And they've got to know. That's got to be a fake. And now they've got weapons, too. Oh, it's gone from bad
This
to
boom
worse.
bot might actually be pretty useful.
Position. They shouldn't expect it. Hey, he's planning for spawn. They're going to be double spawn. Why is he in hookah? Still.
3 up long, 1 on site and 1 in hookah. What do they have left to clear with this? Nats has a little bit of utility.
Don't dart. You dart, you give away your position. They know he's hookah now, I think.
You could maybe extrapolate that information, right? Now they've got to know maybe Martin's on site. This could be put together here. KC giving away the game a little bit, but still Liquid need to stick the landing and they might just... Oh, Magnum!
Okay, I tell you what was really good here. So what Steel was complaining about, what was right to complain about, but the fact that he did the recon from here, then repositioned before they saw him, they just thought that he was hookah. So they thought they had a crossfire in.
Yeah, just a little bit. Bloody hell, not twice in one game.
Yeah, that reposition was everything. Dude, the 5-pass and walk through hookah is just so strong right now.
But Nats seemingly out of ammo, maybe spamming through the orb, too many bullets. It's always a good rule of thumb that you only spam like 2/3 at most of your magazine into a smoke. You need to keep some reserve ammo, so if they come through, like, you don't want to be caught reloading. That's just the worst situation to be in. But 5-5, we got a tied game now.
We do. And it's been 3 consecutive for KCorp. They found what they needed to, kind of maybe depending a little bit more on those set pieces, a little bit, you know, heavier on the executes, and it's been working out well. Now we're seeing Liquid pumping the brakes. You see Bacon kind of taking the lead on the conversation, it looks like.
Still casting, yeah.
Same we said for Ring there. So both teams checking in. We do have the divide up for Mystic. Couple of ults in place as well on the other side.
McCann taking notes.
Kind of seeing what we have here, Josh. Where are you seeing them lean towards? You know, KCorp have options to go back to these set pieces that seem to be working. Liquid looking disruptive still, but it's not getting them around any further.
So the last time Liquid had that Astral divide, they were able to play a 4A stack and play for that retake. Right now, I wonder, is KCorp going to combo that Omen ultimate with that Harbor ultimate and go?
Definitely be trying to get an orb on defense if you're Kiko. 15-9 is always having a good game.
Have been towards B. It's been ulties towards B, and it's looking like they're gearing up for that again here.
And on the other side, I'm looking for it. It's going to be Yampy trying to hold him back. I think Mystic. So, hello. And away we go. Yeah, do they just evacuate site? I feel like you have to respect this. The executes have been really solid. They're very similar to what we saw before. Himself a pocket to play out of.
Here it comes.
There it is.
Fast
So
flood with
Astral. I
Astral.
think Liquid already decided they were going to sit back site, but how much pressure do they get put under towards CT? Nats will eventually make it their long old lurk for him, but you can see Magnum getting curious. That felt a bit too far.
That is...
Maybe a little unnecessary, but maybe trying to tee these guys up, set them into a play. I think they've gone a little
What
too
a
deep
KCorp
there.
gone for here.
Disrupt as best they could. Narrate doing what he can, but he's been overwhelmed. And now look at the number advantage.
How much map control did they want?
Tomasi has to stand and fight, and he loses. He falls, and it's all on Shin. A 1v4, and the adaptation from Liquid was the perfect solution.
Good discipline from Liquid here as well, especially in that 4-on-1.
That's an isolated
Dude,
kill.
I don't really understand this. No joke.
Liquid are on the case, Josh.
They have
Again,
everywhere.
it feels weird to be this enamored.
So they know the Astra ult's coming out, so they want to fight a little bit, but they have the whole of the site. Look at...
They came into this with a full idea of what was going to be thrown against them, it felt like.
Yeah, I think right now you're just seeing how they're doing the fundamentals. They understand the game plan of who is at B. It's just two of us. We're spotting for info. Cool. Hey, man, they've used Dart, they've used Haunt, they've used
They had all
Prowlers,
of
they've
this.
used, you know, XYZ.
And I mean, they're scared of this, so they're ignoring that, but they still have literally the whole of B. They only get through one choke point.
They hold spawn, they hold elbow, they know, hey, the site's yours, go on.
They can't go B, every run
do the
B.
5v5
Yeah,
retake.
it's
We're
been
not
a
holding
mix
this
of
just
the
the two of
cove
us.
that is really sick
And
to
that's
get
what
them
you need to
out,
do in
and a
situations
mix
like this.
of the wall
that
that
early
kind of
info.
means that you can't play this spot, which is like the main spot of shooting them when they get out of here and shooting the
Testing out this A side of the map.
normal
Gonna be a
Euro
couple of plays
TP.
here, though. Nats
And a little bit of
gonna be in the
Liquid
TP,
playing
gonna relay
not
all
how
that
I would, but
information.
they still
So he hasn't heard
got a lot of
everything.
rounds.
He's heard only a little bit here, and Mystic's on the other side.
Whoa!
You don't get to fall,
Okay.
Nats. You do not get to fall, Nats. Yeah, you can take him down the end, but he took down
It's
three
so-
of yours. Read
so
him like a
well.
book, didn't move a muscle, had faith in Mystic holding down the other side. What do the other two do now? Shin and Narrate.
IGL, yeah,
One off
fragging
from the ult
IGL.
for Narrate here, but still.
7's
you got
insane, to be
mountains
honest.
climb. The ult could give him a
I
good
worry about
step
the
towards
Harbor on
side, but
defense slightly, but
I don't know what they're meant to do with it now. Just going to be going for a contact, it looks like. And Enzo's position. They're probably not even going to check on this, really.
One enemy remaining.
No, they're absolutely not.
Spike down
Shin,
A.
you got some more. Nah. Josh,
I was a little bit worried when Yampy took that duel there, but
From Liquid.
yeah, that
This
was
has
an
been
impressive half.
explosive from KC, but Liquid has just been doing such a... we just watch them all season long, and it's just like, disappointment, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, over rotations, the timing's off, the cohesion's off, people are overextending and not giving the team an opportunity to play out the rounds. But here, they're doing such a good job. Obviously, that round comes down to Nats being in a great position, hitting a really good spray transfer on short, being able to flick to that second opponent just so efficiently. As the last bullet that he needs to confirm the kill on the first player.
Still, yeah, he's going. He's going in, man. Just letting him talk.
I guess the skill ceiling of Team Liquid. You have the individual skill on these players. You just need to allow them the space to...
Okay, so we've got to remember
let that develop.
pistols at the moment.
Right, into the second half here. Liquid now on the attack, which then means KCorp.
Wasn't there something similar to what Lev were doing when they tried the Harbor? They were always doing this wall at the beginning.
High priority towards showers from KCorp, allowing Liquid steps here, but look at Nats.
They've just
leading the
taken
front.
all of back sight. We're in
Fake and the
spawn.
spikes going
There's
up
no
towards
way
B
that
as
we see
Team
this
Liquid
again. We saw
crunches
this the other
through that
day.
spawn.
Oh, so much on the shoulders of Tomasi here.
Yeah, Tamazi's got to
So
do a
much
lot.
on this one-man shoulders. He's got to go so big here. Does really well. Finds both of them. That's massive. And now the other three feeling a little left out. You can already see how KCorp are responding. Falling further away. Nats. Big shot towards Narrate, but
I mean, they got the
KCorp
spike.
support here now. They've divided the map in a whole new way. How do Liquid try and recover this spike? Get back to business. Tomasi, he's actually in trouble here. He's got help, but oof, got a little dangerous Magnum. No sweat, and Nats on 6 HP. Don't see it working out, but this man can occasionally do weird stuff.
Maybe with a Phantom, but I just don't know with this if that's going to happen.
What's going on with the thing?
Not going to happen.
All right,
there.
double pistol for KCorp.
But
Frenzy's
kinda
frenzy
talk
death, basically.
about what we're seeing, because that was, it felt like both teams had a good idea of what they wanted to do in that to an extent. But this call from Nats, be it pre-planned or not.
The spacing here. I
again, this is
mean,
something I
they're
like the
just
idea of
expecting
between
a
Nats
double
and
setup,
Aang
right? So it's
kind of
one on the
understanding each
right,
other of what's a nice way to approach it, how to try and
like the only reason spacing is a bit off there is because they're just watching this.
Saying, okay, screw it, we're going around spawn then. It's a nice little back and forth between these guys.
Yeah, usually pistol rounds like this are
right,
scripted
let's
out
see if
where
they
you have that
can
understanding
win
of
an
how
eco, because the
end goal's
ecos have been
gonna
wrecking them.
look. It looked like they knew and planned that spawn push and to connect through hookah with the B players, but with the teleport, okay.
Well, that's a gun. Why are we playing so far forward with a gun here? I get that you can TP out,
We
but...
don't know exactly how it's going to go out here. Is that spike going to get planted this early? Are they going to push through?
I don't know, if I'm honest, and I don't think KCorp knows either. They look a little bit nervous here.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, this could be another tragedy. Narrate desperately.
HP's though, 515.
20 combined.
15, 5, Kiko, Magnum.
Oh boy,
That shock dart
on your head.
so much. They gotta know it. Kiko, oh my
Whoa.
god. Wait, how's Kiko alive?
Is he alive?
He dodged it. He got off the spike plant.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Standing ahead.
And the dart going
He's going to reposition.
Got destroyed Kiko now. He's got
If he swings this, he can easy go spawn after.
Does he expect Kiko to run to B, so he's going to cut off that angle, or is he...
Magnum's not being quiet about this. The reposition. Maybe just keeping himself close to the TP. Just
Pretty
in
sure he
case.
thinks he's at this angle.
But I think he's got to commit through or go to B. Like, you can't just sit here and wait. That timing is going to get lost.
But would Kiko even consider it? I don't know. This feels like a real...
30 seconds left.
I think the longer it goes on, Magnum's playing himself.
Kind of are, right? You're just going through the options.
Oh my god.
Oh,
The timing, the
Does he
timing,
get there?
the timing.
he has to walk.
This is so weird.
Dart's going to be back up as well. Kiko
Does he
not
get
gonna
elbow
run
in
safely.
time?
He has no idea. Neither does Magnum, though, to be fair. Magnum's keeping quiet. So he gets to reposition. Where does he choose? Where does he pick? He's caught a clip.
Wow, that
Really
was
makes you hold your
close,
breath
close
Yeah, that
eco.
got so close,
I would
but
much prefer
Okay,
the Yoru
KCorp
to
won the
not have a
round, but
gun
that was
that can snowball
almost
this, or at
again,
least
you know,
get
like,
first
what
kill
the hell
insta
is going
TP
on
instead of
here?
sticking
Two
around.
ghosts. One of them's defending at the back of A site, and then you have a Guardian coming through spawn on that rotate, and you have Liquid B-hopping
Like
through
here,
with
you then
classics,
tuck in and
just
TP.
jumping around, spamming that right click, the burst fire.
Like, why is he
It's just
staying
so
out in the
hard
open
to
now?
focus the targets when you have single fire weapons like the Guardian. I mean, except for here for Narrate, that
Yeah,
made it
Narrate's
look
nuts.
easy,
It's
right?
fine.
Last player standing.
Oh. Bloody hell. Yeah, this is so scary.
I have one thing to say. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Was it?
I don't know if I believe you. I don't know. And now we get into... And Marty's been spotted. He can't stick around it too long, can he?
Bates has
Right,
some more
and ends up
utility.
being
Yeah,
pretty
he's
good for
still
the bonus
teleported away,
though.
but it
As
seems
much
like
as
that
the
volley's
eco
missed, and he
was
just holds on to that spot.
not great.
Come and clear me out. I'm chilling here. Force me out.
Stick around. Hold on to that. Nothing off the Prowler. I think we're just kind of playing out default here. There's nothing really being overtly worked. You're not seeing showers being toyed with or long yet. You've seen... really, the only thing they've seen is Nats showing a little bit over towards A short, but that's it.
I think they're trying to make KCorp
Psych, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the
Maybe at a
YouTube
certain point
membership.
they'll feel
Appreciate you.
pressured enough that they
Emojis
just
went.
bring
Oh
it
yeah,
down
let's
to
get
Liquid's
that
trap, and
sorted tomorrow.
here
I'll do it
comes
tomorrow
Liquid.
if you Psych. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Showed their hand.
They've got to check this diligently. That wouldn't be something they can walk into lightly anymore. Oh, okay. Well,
That's much
tell her
better.
that, Yampy.
Down A.
Actually getting out of
Went
there.
on in. Guess forced him back with his life. That's one way to
Oh,
do
this
it.
is
but
hard
into
to
the side,
plant.
Look at the amount of bodies here.
Yeah, this is
Already
real hard to
rotations are
plant.
on the way. They're going to have basically
Watch the
5.
showers.
A wrap coming through from Shin as well.
Yeah, we got
Oh my
nothing
God,
on
looking in
showers.
control here.
They could
25
5
seconds
person
and
up
Liquid.
short.
This is
Nothing
getting
showers.
dangerous.
Big, secure flank as well.
Dude, how did they ever plant?
Liquid, they are boxed in.
No one swung.
Back to the wall, Valorant.
What?
About to be happening.
No
the
way
better
they let them
purchase
plant
out
and
the
get some
two of them
space
too.
here. What's going on?
Shin's
One
gonna
goes
catch Enzo here, maybe?
Should do.
And that's a weapon.
He does. Mystic got a trade out, but so did Martin, so it still keeps going better for KCorp. The first tap on the spike, and they have to check on this eventually. Nats puts his life on the line for it. Kiko now in a 1v3, 8 bullets.
Hey, not
no
bad in the
chance
end.
in hell.
Yeah, respect.
KCorp getting back into
I thought
the
they were
swing
just
of
gonna
things,
play with the fact that they just can't plant
correcting
here.
a little bit.
Push a button.
Beautifully handled.
Outside of a few greedy rounds from KCorp, and most notably round 2 of
Aim
first
game with
half,
the Prime. Thank you so much for the
Luther
3 months.
had the eco with that spike. we've seen a really good game.
I would honestly, I would call it pause if I'm Liquid already. You can't be expecting to win a round going up straight short here. I think because they're playing no Viper, they think that they can just plant here and they don't have stall over towards the spike itself, which they're kind of right with, but they gotta go a little bit faster. So I'm pretty sure they're looking at the comp thinking, wait, we can just plant here, they got no delay, but
It's been 3 now.
you have enough delay just having showers control, really.
It's on the outlaw.
Just because of the angles, this plant is too exposed.
But Sheriff's there with him.
Why is Shin getting the orb over Narrate? That is a question for me. That is a big question mark, but if there's a reason behind it.
Oh, he's got 10 HP now.
That outlaw hurts.
Yeah, absolutely does. And they have spammed Util back down long. Narrate doesn't get revealed. This is going to be.
But they play so aggro with guns, man. They play so aggro with guns against an eco.
Quick trade out, but Magnum now has to kind of relinquish.
Don't hit your teammate with this.
Oh god, this is getting dicey. Shin is 10 HP, so he does have to be very, very careful. Shin's gone down. And they're making mountains out of molehills here, Liquid. I don't know how they keep doing this. Just that outlaw and a couple of sheriffs, and suddenly they're a threat again. They have the site secured. Martin's a mile away. Oh, Tomasi caught Nats, okay.
Wait, he popped all?
KCorp just want to buy a little bit of time here. Does he find a target? Oh, he doesn't!
There's no way. They have no idea about Martin, by the way. He went all the way around, didn't take TP. Martin should be fine to secure this.
Martin's slow progress might finally prove so valuable, but the timing is everything. Does he catch?
I think he flashes for his teammate to come and spawn.
Oh.
Okay, no, Tomasi just drifted out. They still don't know about the additional person, right? They still don't know where he is. And Martin's
No
find out
way.
the hard way.
Dude, so they push aggro against an eco here and here. Double push, tried to give him a gun against a full eco.
As if Team Liquid has a full buy, but
yeah.
When Team Liquid is on these rounds with the Sheriffs, with the Classics, especially with the Classics, I think it's just, we need to see a little bit more discipline. I would expect this to come out of Team Liquid. I don't expect this as much to come out of KCorp in these types of situations, and it's costing.
Dude, he had to add a flame in it, didn't he? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like how many anti-ecos and like
that was so unnecessary.
sort of rounds are they getting messy, and this is strange to see it back at 8-8, because I thought KC were back in the driving seat, which they were. Liquid just about tying this one up here.
Well, at least Shin has his Omen teleport now, so he can get over to that other site.
Hey, there'll be
double time.
You just wait. There'll be a plan in mind.
I can't wait to see
I haven't seen me disappointed in a while. Dude, KCorp are playing really poor.
For now, though, 3 players for KC posted towards A.
I don't know. We'll see.
Totally different look pace-wise. Slow tempo.
The way that they're split up right now, does Team Liquid do a fake and go A through the teleporter with that astral divide?
I don't know how Nats does here.
Oh, the timing.
Nice shot.
Martin rewarded.
Plans changed.
Yeah, do they then just commit now towards where they were? They've seen at least 2 players. You could argue even a third, considering you knew where that utility came from the harbor. What does Liquid do with this? 45 seconds now. They're going to have to make their minds up. You can already see Magnum rotating. There's going to be the contact off the Prowler.
They might have taken too long. Magnum's going to be here with a recon, so they're going to have to 180. Recon goes in.
He's in no man's land. Kept safe by a
recon
smoke,
shoes
but
for
he's in a whole
Liquid.
lot of trouble.
Hold up.
KCorp's going to pry him out of it, and he's
That's normally like their big downfall.
But it's Mystics taking the next layer of contact. Shin's still there. The trades are back and forth, but it's Martin in a 1v2. Outrageous attack.
Hey, respect, man. I'm telling you, that is something that Liquid has struggled with like the whole year, by the way. They actually had a recon shooter.
And just considering the fact that KC had that man advantage,
yeah, they had 3 on
knew
site.
that Team Liquid was probably had to go towards B because they had no control over short A. It's just crazy to think that Team Liquid come out of that on top with 2 alive. It's right here. Narrate pulls out a haunt. He wants to get a scan, get a spam kill through the smoke, but he's just
their timing through the smoke, it was really good.
The pack, and he's caught with his pants down. Again, this is not the first time that we've seen KC caught out like this. And Team Liquid capitalizing.
Looking at the ults coming in here. Enzo's got his. Divide in play as well. Truly dull the senses off the back of these. This could be brutal to work against, but they're facing off a team who's got Sheriffs and that 1 rifle on Martin. 3 ults for KC too, so they've got a couple of options here. But I don't know if you want to be bringing it out in these sort of rounds.
I don't think Team Liquid wants to use the divide here just because they know if KC's on a lower
This is much
buy
better
focus,
as well once they realize
scary
that
letting them close the
that
gap.
other mistake
There's
of
that
going
info
up towards
Magnum
short and not
down
being
to
able to
5
plant.
HP.
They realize they actually need to have showers
Enzo
control.
know he's hurt him bad too.
And if you're Enzo here, you're up against an eco, you should just spam util. Do not
While
push
all this happens, they're
Okay,
making
that's good.
slow but steady progress up towards short.
Yeah, he doesn't even have
Still
to.
keeping track of
He
it.
doesn't even
Eco
have
trying
to
to clear out
duel or show his
towards
face.
U-Haul. There he
He
is,
literally just
catching
needs to
Magnum on the
keep
back
the
pedal
pass
away.
and the showers occupied so they can
Should be
plant.
securing for the
Oh.
plant now. Kiko feeling
My
confident.
God.
He snuck here.
It's perfect. It's
Two.
perfect timing. He's seen one. Does he actually
knows.
does know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
Nice.
Kiko, confidence builder. That's the show.
And it's nice to see the Liquid are learning on the go without a timeout. That's cool.
Finding some real comfort in the formula that Liquid are running. Shin and Martin would love an opportunity here, but I don't think they're going to get much from Liquid in this round.
Kiko's been finding some good openings, both sides.
Yampy, the only person that
Yampy
doesn't have his ult.
wants that ult. He's getting close because everyone else on his team's got one. He's
Yeah, and they got a lot of money.
I need mine too.
Yeah. And I think all that he gets really is to give away the gun, but you know, works a little bit closer towards his hole for the
It
next
doesn't
round.
even matter that much.
But still, yeah, they nearly
get
had
like
the
an
snowball
extra,
round in
what?
hand here. They couldn't ask for a better outcome. Round win, yeah,
100,
one loss,
if
but
that,
still,
not
look
even.
at the absolute hand of cards they've been given now. Double digits, and KC are on the ropes a little bit.
I need to see two things happening here. One,
Okay.
KC calls a tactical timeout. They
Yep.
need to discuss what's going to happen here. Two, Team Liquid has been playing slow openings all half on their attack side, but they have 4 ultimates here, including Showstopper, including Nightfall. They have that Astral Divide. We've seen them try to set up a fake.
They got
on
the
a
gun?
couple of
Yeah, I mean, they got an
occasions.
extra 1,000. That's
One
pretty
of
much
those
it.
was the pistol
Because
round,
of
for
the money
example.
that they
Are
saved, so they
going
would have had
use
to
some
buy
sort
the
of
gun with.
misdirection using the Nightfall
This is
or
gonna have to be a
Astral
really
Divide
good
to
timeout
take
because they're
away some of that,
struggling
the
heavy.
sound cues from KC and do kind of like a misdirection by mixing in.
This is a brutal
fast
one.
tempo
You gotta
opening,
you
but
gotta
it's actually
consider
fake.
that they
And
won
is KC
both
gonna do anything to stop it?
both
They have that
pistols,
purple
and
ulti.
this is the
That's gonna be really
scoreline.
good for getting a retake done. They have that Nightfall that could be good in multiple different situations.
So,
they can combo that with the Omen
Liquid
ulti as
here
well,
should
where
be
they're definitely
using
don't
every
care
single
where the
ult
Omen's
to pretty
teleporting
much
to. He
secure
comes
this
up
one, because
behind
then they're
him.
up against
It's
an
gonna be a very
eco, then it's
interesting round to
12-8.
see kind of which team plays into the other team's kind of meta brain
Yeah,
works.
And they had a bonus in there as well. Yeah, you're right.
It's a lovely idea, isn't it? The back and
I
forth.
mean, I guess they got eco'd early,
Mostly
but
Aang having the
part of the
conversation.
issues that they're having.
Wonder if it is on the Liquid side right now.
What happened to KCorp? Fall from grace. I
There he is,
think
still
it's
JC,
just a
used the
little
time
bit of a
fully.
factor
There's a lot
of,
to go through. I guess you're right if you're thinking about it in the way
personally,
of the
from what
amount
I've seen
of
so
ults that
far,
Liquid
and maybe
have
it
here, the way
could be
they've
too
kind of
early to
approached
call.
this half
I never
thus
really
far.
like to talk about comps
3
unless I actually
successful
think it's the
rounds
issue.
strung
I
together now.
do think
And
that
for Carmichael, they have a
Harbor
couple of ults of their own. Do they
doesn't
wanna try and
make
be
sense in the
proactive than they're
current
used to? They wanna try
meta,
and-
where it's a
I
lot of
don't
double
know,
initiator.
deny
I
off
think
the
it
back,
only
but look at
helps
Kiko's
a lot of
purchase.
the time
It looks like
the double
Showstopper might be
initiator.
coming out here. Hopefully there's a bit more to it, but
So, as much as
about to go
it
flying in.
sets
There
up
we
your
are.
double
No
initiator well,
problem.
when it's like a
Is
flash
he gonna
send
hit
it
the
kind of
teleporter, or is he
meta,
just placing his wall?
kind of sets them up to have more easier calls as well.
Okay.
That's where I sit with that,
He
but-
goes out of there. That's the showstopper gone, but the ult then off the back.
Okay,
they've just
4
drifted him
people
off
over
by
towards
one.
side, by the way.
I don't
Evie
know what
predicted
the
this
plan
one
was
right.
here, but it's not
And
gone well.
Liquid don't
Carmichael
get to use any of their
will take this
ults.
every day. They haven't been given a chance like this before. And you shouldn't be losing 2v4s, especially when the spike's down very much in your
Ojo,
control.
hello mate, how we done?
Well, when you put it like that, they're going to lose this 2v4.
Never. Never. So they still have a smoke to put in to secure that spike. Go, that's back in hand. They've got the divide. Yampy's still got a flash. Little bit of kit to play with here. And what do these want to do?
KCorp,
They've
even
got
the team
50
that can
seconds.
flash send
They've
it.
got options.
I mean, I would say they got one of the best
just
lineups
finding the
for
right
it.
site, the more undefended
And it
site. I
makes
think KC
Magnum's
through
life
and through
easy.
From the beginning of the round to now have been playing this out perfectly. I'll try to break that down after, but just keeping 3 on that A site. Tamazi just locking down, Martin locking down Hookah. If they go up long B, cool. We go in for the retake together. They can hit the teleporter. They can go through spawn
30
heavy.
seconds left.
All that it comes down to is Martin cannot go down without a kill. He needs to either live and play his life, or he needs to guarantee a kill.
Who finishes 4th to 6 in EMEA? It's actually insane. Last week is going to be mental.
For now, you can see the caution being
I didn't even realize. I thought Koi were completely out. I didn't even realize Koi had had a chance. I know it's like 0.1% or whatever, but
Spike planted.
still a
Gotta be
chance.
careful. Martin's position. Mystic gave it a glance for a second, but completely
Mystic never
unawares.
checks
It
this,
should
right?
be a freebie, really.
Perfectly
It
played.
is. Very nice. Yampy, you did something a little naughty with that classic earlier.
Now Martin goes first, finds out where Yampy is, and then the rest can trade.
Oh, they almost line up.
You see it in slow-mo.
Oh, okay, damage is really important on this one. Damage is very, very important because they finally get one on the board, and then there's like a reset potential. So, as much as this is a great round for KCorp, this one is just as important.
And then suddenly they all start lining up, and it all starts going a little bit topsy-turvy. It gets a little bit worrying, but talk to me about the start, Josh, because I know you want to.
Yeah, so I think that was a really good call by whoever called it for KC. I'm assuming it was Eng. He was talking a lot. He basically told them do a full stack on A. We even see Martin has his teleporter ready, positioned for A heaven. If things go not according to plan, he's ready to bail out either to save his life or to save his teammates.
And for the big round that they got to win, they have to go up against 5 ults. This Fade ult is going to be everything. I like this also, though, they 4-person stack over towards A, another perfect read.
Yeah, we're going to see this keep going. This time the adjustment, though, Tomasi going to be forced away from the paint shell. Now we can see what the reward is. Kiko struggled before, and again,
they at least killed the Razor.
Shin's going to find his man, but it's Yampy to trade out.
Yampy, you got to check some of these corners, my guy.
Punishes Yampy. They're losing out players here one by one. Mystic going to find both, though. Securing at least a step towards the site. Narrate's still here and Martin's still around. Both heavy hitters. He's got his ult as well, Narrate. Enzo going to be held in place. I think Narrate knows that. Yeah, Smoke had to come in. Allow him to cross if he needs to.
Like shot. Actually, no, it wasn't.
Now here come the mind games, right? So similar to last round, but it
and
was
the longer they stay silent and don't show themselves, the more potential of them going over towards B.
Get that plant on that
Good
corner.
news is, KCorp can just play this pretty simple, just hide, fade ult, and
on that spike plant, and then they just play out the 2 versus 2.
You are divided.
There it is.
saw him just before.
Saw them for just a second there.
Nightfall,
Wait, they can't really do too much off of that.
Hey, you have to capitalize on that though.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe some good info, but still, I want to see what the game plan is to try and keep hold of this plant. Not going to be easy to hold on to if they're both
They can't hear the defuse.
Yeah, they have no, but he didn't get halfway.
Wait, Martin, where you go?
Where has Martin gone? This Narrate's fighting on his own now. Needs some help. And now this is all going a bit topsy-turvy. Luckily, Narrate's down.
Holy, it's got really close, man. Yeah, it did. And nicely done in the end for Martin to get that kill. It keeps them in it, and that was the big round that they had to win. So back to back. The problem is money is still not here.
You do the Nightfall, they're depth, you can get on the spike, they don't know, it's going to force them to do something. But the split, Martin was reading that. Maybe it's just one player that came out to do the plant.
Good trade, yeah, the space on this was good.
Short wall or something, has that gravity well to stall the defuse. Something weird going on. And I think KC just...
Man's about to eat the mic.
They end up winning it.
Shoved it over there.
So they should be happy about that. 10-10.
Yeah, but we're still here though.
Tied up again.
They've run down the ults as well. Kiko did.
And I like the fact that they doubled, like they had good reads each time. Four people over towards A. They went for a 4-1 back to back, and then now the time that they're gonna do a default around the map, they're a 3-2.
That's checked on Carmine Core.
Yeah, I think when you see that smoke there, I don't know if you
They're
can be.
reading him real well. They've been getting these early advantages and starting to work them out. Liquid left wanting.
Well, the one good thing about Nats being the one that gets picked off early on these rounds is that he is the IGL. He gets to just sit back, click through all of his teammates, and make some better mid-round decisions here and call a better game without being distracted by what he needs to do in the round. That's a silver lining, you know, optimism.
The IGL copium.
Okay, Martin took a TP, so they got 3 over towards A at the moment.
An answer to this kind of hold that Carmine Core have on A. It's been really well done.
I don't like the approach from Liquid because they're going right into a 3-man stack. They have the Seekers. They could confirm information very easily, but he's not in the right position for this. They're going to all go in the same spot. They're going to get taken down.
Are they?
They're trying to work off the back, actually.
I love they perfectly split up.
Is it enough, though? I don't think it is.
I don't think so. With Yampy falling, they can't really close down on the info that it got him. Enzo just drifting around. Does catch a man. Looks for a follow-up.
Oh, whoa! He swung with 4 HP back of sight as well. 4 bullets. That was bold from Enzo, but he just won on the round. Guys, you got to plant. Nice.
And they've read it well. That's the info they needed. They can now speed up if they want to back away. Well, actually, time-wise, I don't think they can. So they need to get the plant down. But
dude, Enzo's way too confident right now. Look at him.
Easy, Tiger. To play your life. The Boombot Does take a second go. Kiko's got
Okay, dude, big round from Enzo
Left,
here.
right, and center. I think it was.
Kinda, yeah.
I think Kiko came in through lamps, got the
Yep.
backstab on site. Enzo
Yeah, and
came up
they're all
through the right
focusing
side
on
of the
Enzo,
I think
and the
last
swing
player was
comes in
also
from
coming up
Kiko.
between
I guess he
truck and
killed one that
truck
was
area,
aiming at him, and the other
they
guy's
converge
just
at the same time.
looking at Enzo.
Yeah, I'm looking at the mini map there, and I see 4 defenders.
Oh, not even.
on that
They were
side.
both looking at
This
Enzo.
should be a super simple cleanup for KC here. They're still on the spike. They have that crossfire. And
Boys, we need to chill. Stay in the moment.
And
Well-
that's coming back in here. Well, it's always interesting to see him being a little bit more vocal, touching base.
And they get
Oh,
full
Magnum.
reset,
Down
so
to 7. He wants that all. He's
Oh,
run
Magnum's
off, but
ready.
Is it worth it?
I got it. I don't know if he gets away.
Why?
Run,
Why?
Run. What are you
Just
doing?
Stop. Just stop.
Please.
You just picked up the orb to get your ultimate so you could use it on this round. Why are you spamming with 7 HP, your sheriff, through the smoke like you're not going to get spammed back? You're either getting the orb because you want to use it here, or maybe you're denying it from the enemy. But, you know, if you die, you get it next round anyways. So what are we doing? What's the purpose?
it's so good.
So I'm a little bit worried.
Damn.
There you go, okay.
There
Let
we
him
are,
do his
lovely.
thing still.
Dart back on as well.
Let him
Clearly
do
knows
his
more than
thing.
me.
Absolutely.
Liquid losing that first pick again. I feel like this has been a trend for these guys in this half, but still in the 4v5s, they win, and they're against an eco right now. Just Sheriff's up, 5 HP for Magnum.
It'd be so funny to
Those
use his
ults are
ult.
looming.
He uses his ult
Magnum's
now
got
to win
his,
the round.
Martin's got his. If it starts feeling more and more winnable, they can.
It's gonna be tap of the spike, ult flood in.
Could do.
Magnum's in position.
Big synergy off the back of it.
Tap of the spike,
Yeah,
ult flood
let's see
in.
if maybe someone helps him out here. So far, so good. Martin does well. Forces them out of these comfortable positions. Spots the player pop in the eye.
Oi, that was nice from Yampy though.
He is doing just unthinkable
That was insanely
things.
good from him.
Magnum's still barely alive here. The 7 HP from earlier coming back to haunt him, but Enzo's got to be careful. Keep his head down here.
Yeah, 7
Spotted
HP
though
now,
in the
and
mist.
they got the
Nat's
ult
gonna
out of
catch
him.
the ray, and Magnum, the last one alive. 7 gets brought down to 1. So hard to find a way through this. It'd almost be unthinkable.
Good attempt on the eco though, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Random headshot, a shot in the dark, and Nats is having none of it. They're up to 12.
So they use
Big
your
round
ult.
there. It got so scary though. Got very, very
Used quite a lot
close
in the
at
end.
times. Couple of threatening
Your ult
moments, but they
and
kept control in the
Sova
end.
ult.
If there's a timeout available for KC, I think they need
They probably
to
could
use
have
it.
they could have comboed this way better, no?
Yeah, once in the first half.
Like
once
just
now.
wait for the
I don't understand
the
how
Yoru
the
ult and then
idea
Sova
behind
ult
that
on
they
top of
had
it instead of
that
going for the
5
blind
versus 4.
Sova
They
ult.
popped 2 ultimates to try to secure that round.
Like this is, I
Here
feel
they
like this
go.
is a good example
Timeout.
of the fact that
So-
KCorp are just all over the place.
Yeah,
Like KCorp are normally the team that were doing all of like the Astra ults into the Yoru ults or Yoru ult into Sova ult combos. And this is just them just being on 2 separate pages.
Yeah, I just don't know if
Like
I
he's
agree with
ulting
that 'cause they
before
don't
the
have either
Yoru
of those
ult.
ultimates
He has no
this
idea.
round.
He's
The
blind
current round,
ulting when they
it's
have the
12 to
perfect
10 and they
info.
have no ultimates except for the Shin one that came up at, you know, I'm talking about it. It's round 3 in the second half. It's like round 15 of the
He
game.
was there earlier.
They're
I don't know where,
prioritizing
I
the
don't know where he's
Omen
gone.
ulti over the narrates
Hopefully he's all
Fade
good.
ultimate, that Nightfall. And we haven't seen that Omen ulti come out yet. But what we are seeing come out is that op. And we haven't seen the defense side or the op yet on KC's side. This is going to be the first round. It's going to be interesting to see how they open him up because Martin, we've seen him aggressive on short A, we've seen him aggressive in hookah, we've seen him solo B. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what they do. And he's Yoru, he's got options. He can fake the teleporter, he can go through the teleporter for real, all sorts of stuff. He's got double darts.
He can work with this.
The dart here? Yeah, but they can
Nats
save the dart
has
for
been chatted
for
the
later
whole
as well.
time as well. So Liquid have
They
a
have
kind of
perfect
mini
info.
check-in as well for them, but this is
Right.
dangerous,
If
Josh.
Liquid
2
at least makes this round
chances.
close,
I'm
they
telling
might
you, if
unlock 3, maybe
KCorp
even
lose
4
this,
ultimates
this
for
is
the
a
next round, depending on
devastating
how the kills
VOD review to
Jetson
watch back.
or
They made
pickups go.
a lot of mistakes.
Similar start
Been a
that we've
lot of
seen at the beginning
misplays.
before, but it's with those 3 men kind of locking down that A push. Now with the operator in play, does that change things? Oh my, wait, Magnum.
The trade though.
Okay, Shin's still there. Enzo is just popping off. He's just caught 2 players. Perfect work with the quick TP and the quick pivot. Liquid are on the run. They're out of there. That could be a plant, and I think it's going to be an uncontested one. I'm looking at Narrate. Still a lot of kit to be brought in.
Looking
Normally
at
good
Shin,
for
just
his.
waiting for this
You're
kill.
looking at Shin to find some value.
Yeah, and I
Martin,
love the
Shin's
fact
still
that
spotting
Enzo's
back.
just
Knows
going
about
all the
Enzo.
way
Enzo
through
was in
spawn, and
showers.
this guy's
Enzo
still
went all the way
searching the
through
whole
caves.
time
He's
for a
doing safe
lurker.
play. Here comes that rotation from Shin.
That's in, but you can can see where Mystic and Nats currently reside. They've completely
A
evacuated
strong
the site.
plant,
Smoke gonna
and
be
you would
invested.
probably see fade or
Nightfall's
into
gonna come in, though,
spam.
soon for
Didn't get
Enzo.
half
Gotta
here at
check
the
on
very
this, though.
least.
The diffuse is going through here.
Wait, he stunned and
Someone
didn't
needs
Astra
to check
Suck?
on this now.
Wait, what happened? God, did he not have an Astra Suck? Why is he stunned here?
KC,
Why did
give
no
him
one spam?
another
Oh
crack at
god,
this.
what is this
Another
game, man?
opportunity. And Liquid just letting it slip through the fingertips there.
These last few rounds from both teams has been so sloppy. It's reminiscent of we watch another game.
Yeah, I need to see the
Navi
Astra, though.
game
Yeah,
from-
yeah.
It's just so sloppy. Like it could go
Nice,
either way.
guys.
You never know who's gonna win it all the way until the very last
Misclick?
second.
Nah, he
It's-
must have used an
just can't
Astra Suck
predict.
earlier.
And both teams need to lock
Please
it
tell
in
me.
right now.
Please someone tell
To
me
close
that.
out on the map one.
Please someone tell me
KC's
that.
map pick.
Okay, so we have Narrate feeling like big man himself gets put down. A 1-for-1 trade-off, so he takes down Mystic, though.
Smokes are gone. Just that Viper utility now for the attackers.
They still have to deal with this 3-play stack here. A feign on the TP off the back of the Omen TP. That's a whole lot of TPs, but it's Martin. Oh my god. Oh my good
Jeez.
god. Yampi takes the space. Magnum's gone down and away to the side they go. Shin is out of danger for now. He's trying to
So
hold
much
safely,
down
but
to
this is
Shin. He has
getting
an Omen
fraught
flash here.
with
He has
danger for
no
Carmine Corp.
idea if he's
Still with
clear
the
from
power.
showers.
An individual.
He
What are we up to?
Not even a flash peek first.
What are we up to? Still at his paranoia, still at
doesn't
his
want to
smoke,
give
had
away
so
his
much to maybe
position,
depend
trying to
on.
get a kill before
Maybe
he
try and
flashes.
Synergize with a teammate, but now down a dude too. It's Tomasi and Martin. They know about Martin now. And Enzo's waiting with the Odin. This time, surely they're not going to let it slip here, just spamming away.
Not again.
Got one with the trade set. Someone is gonna deal
Okay,
with it
not
this time.
again.
They do.
I see done
Making
from
up
Liquid.
mistakes.
KCorp, that's a long
13
VOD
to
review.
11.
Long
We're
VOD
seeing
review
a
for this
new
one.
Look Liquid. Some big changes coming out, Josh.
And we saw a lot of good changes as well.